Following video is presented to you by the ABA.
Coming to the stage, Tony Turbo.
What's going on, guys? I'm here to address some questions, some concerns that have been going on with this quote-unquote league. So anybody have any questions? Yes, sir.
Yes, last night, Swinger got on there, I guess, and you're in his defense about a secret league bowler league. What do you have to say about that?
All I got to say is different people have different leagues. In this league, isn't there supposed to be just one league, not secret leagues, or hiding practice games, or maybe even hiding scores? I don't know. There's got to be like discrepancies in the scores. I'm going to have to go see it for myself.
So,
I
sir,
feel like,
excuse me, but are you going to file a discrimination suit?
nah, never, nah. I won't follow that. All I know is that Swinger and I put up a friendly challenge, and all I heard was crickets the rest of the day. Then I wake up, someone's shining their ball because they played so much. But I asked if I could go play with you guys yesterday. You guys got scared. They ducked me. I don't know what happened.
Question
Yes, sir.
back here. Question back here. Okay, there was some rumors. We heard maybe a quote from you saying that you are a better bowler than Nasty Nelly or something like that.
I don't want to talk about that. I'll show it on the hardwood. There's something that, hey, you don't have to answer that question when you could just show it.
Actions speak louder.
100%.
Hey, last question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And did you notice at the beginning of the night that Swinger, in fact, went bowling without you and didn't invite you?
Well, he goes by himself regularly because he has to. Because nobody invites him to go bowl with him. These secret bowling, leagues and stuff. He has to go by himself. But I understand that.
Right after work.
He has to go, He has a busy schedule, so he has to go right after work.
Thank you.
And do what he has to do. So
Some people don't have all the time in the world to do whatever they want.
so much time they make secret leagues, secret appointments.
I agree with them.
I don't know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you think about them talking about league superiority? Like, since they're in leagues?
I think this should be the number one league that you're worried about, not other leagues, practice leagues, whatever you want to call it. Listen,
Mike's in
a
a money league. He's a sanctioned
I
bowler.
put my money up against him, 2-2. Why is he scared?
Mike's house and Davey with the strings. Do you find that's the easiest one to score on?
I feel like the strings can be an advantage, disadvantage. I just don't like them. I don't like to be Pinocchio with strings attached. So I don't know. I'd rather bowl how you're supposed to bowl. The old school way. No strings, no. I'm not a puppet master. The pins come down, the string holds it. I don't know.
Point blank, yes or no? Easier or harder?
I think it's easier.
Now coming to the podium, the official ABA podium for the first time, Mike the Hammer Higgy.
Woo!
Higgy.
Number one in the
All right,
house.
everybody. First time at the
Number one in the
podium.
house.
Number one. That's a fact, Jack. First time at the podium. I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about right now, to be quite honest. I mean, the only thing that's the newest news is Swinger thought he had first place for about 10 minutes, and then I started posting my scores. I mean, a little premature to start thinking you're number one, and you haven't even let the man bowl yet. And it's early in the week, and I like to let guys feel like they're going to do something, and then I just, do what I do. And back in first place. With the I know you guys' favorite word is handicap. I'm going to give you a handicap. You guys took the bonus points for number one because you knew I was going to be number one, and you got to handicap me. But it's all good. I love handicaps. No problem. Anyway, got a question. Go ahead.
We had the analytics team of the ABA actually. They compared your scores to non-string pins and string pins, and it's a 30-point difference. They're saying that's a handicap on itself.
No, Let me give. That's a good question. I appreciate it.
I want
And the good thing is, guys, most of you already know, and if you don't, let me make you aware. I am now in 2 leagues. I'm in a sanction league, USBC, official USBC, not only ABA, but official USBC sanctioned league, gentlemen. All right, so I'll be doing that on Tuesday nights, and those are not string pins. The difference is I bowl at Davy a lot. It's my house. Everybody bowls better at their own house. They're used to the oil conditions, everything else. They know the lanes very well. That's the difference in the score. First game I opened up with a 199 at the place with no strings. And last night I opened 192. Wasn't much difference. The other thing is, when I'm bowling these leagues, especially in a money league, you got a lot of good bowlers, and we're all throwing that hook ball, all using the same part of the lane. Lanes tend to break down. It's a big difference. Davey, I'm just playing for fun mostly, because it's a fun league. It's a fun league. I don't have that many people hooking the ball in my lanes. Half of them throw the ball straight.
Got a question over here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Question over here, Hammer. Good points on the lane conditions and everything like that, but we do have another subject. What is your opinion on the big commotion about Tony Turbo?
Oh, Tony Turbo? Same old thing. Just likes to talk crap. Keeps saying he's going to get in the league. I don't know. I think he was on the podium recently. I think I just saw a video the other day that he was here at the podium. I really don't remember what he said. Last night there were some text messages going through the group chat, and he's mentioned about how he wants to bowl and do a team. He wants to do a team. I don't know why he just want to go by himself, but I mean, team, whatever. He can come. The guy's been talking about getting a ball for over a year. He started out with a house ball, first year in the ABA, and talked about getting a new ball. How it's going to give him 20 pins average, up his average and everything. And you guys know the key just got here, and dude already got a ball. So stop talking and start doing. Let's go, baby. What's next?
I want to go back to that point about the analytics of the different houses. Do you happen to know what the average difference was? Does somebody know?
The Margate AMF
I can tell everybody
was
it's
a
199
198 average, and the Davy string pins was a Margate 168 average, Davy 198 average. 30-point difference.
Okay. Well,
30 points?
that's easy. That's easy.
So that
one.
tells me he's over here. There's his bonus points right there. What do you say about that, Hammer?
Well, let's not forget that I did use the 199 from the place with no string pins. One of my games is from there.
Fair point.
Okay. The average deal, the 30-point thing, that's a falsehood. Basically, that night
Now
at
numbers
the
lie.
lane, I averaged 168. The games were 199, 151, 152. And last night was 192, 207, and 195. And, but my league average at Davy is a 184. So, everybody has better nights than others. Different lane conditions, always different. So, but fair question. But you'll see as I bowl more on my Tuesday night league on the non-string pin alley, you will see that average go up. That's guaranteed. Anything else?
Excuse me, that was my pen dropping. Any more questions?
The ABA just released a video comparing you to Homelander, saying that you're kind of the nice guy in front of the camera and behind it you're really not. Is that true?
Well, this is my first time at the podium, so how anybody can make that assertion, I'm not exactly sure. All of my videos has been behind the scenes, coming out of the alleys and whatnot. So, sounds like fake news to me. But let's keep watching. You guys will see by the end of the season. Hey, one thing is, like Homelander, I tell it like it is. I don't mess around. All right? I ain't trying to build anybody up or make people feel better about themselves. I'm doing what I do. If you don't like it, that ain't my problem. Truth hurts. You got work to do, not me. Anything else?
I dropped my pen again. Everybody heard it?
That'll be it.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Look forward to seeing you. Remember, we got 4 days left this week to increase those numbers. I may or may not. Depends. We'll see. I'll definitely bowl though again before the week's out, just to mess with somebody. Plus, I got a little 239 number to beat raw, so I'll be out there. Take care, everybody.
That was Hammer Hagee. Hammer Hagee.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium, currently in fourth place with 867 points, The Key.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Official bowler for ABA Cash Tournament, The Key. Currently fourth place, like the announcer read off. Got my balls with me today. Should be putting up scores shortly. Also, going to be putting live bowling videos up as well. Should be taking some questions from the audience and the reporters. Let's see if they have any right now. Over here.
Yes. What's your thoughts on Swinger getting his first place ranking once again, right after the Timmy story?
You know, Swinger and the Timmy story and that whole situation, it's really a beautiful story. You know,
It is. It really is.
the poor kid Timmy and everything that Swinger has done for him now, regaining the top spot. Stage 5 lat injury is no joke. You know, if it was any other man, probably would have stayed home. Mike did overtake him somewhat immediately. You know, I think there was a little. How do I want to say? I don't want to say there was hate towards it or anything like that, but maybe a tad bit animosity. He rushed over to the bowling alley, threw up his scores as quickly as he could to take it back from Swinger and Timmy. Anybody else got anything?
Right here.
Go ahead.
I know you're kind of new to bowling, but have you heard about the string pin controversy?
I have heard about these string pins. Apparently, it's really easy to get a high average over there. Sometimes you don't even hit a pin. The other pin wraps around it with the string, knocks it over. Free pins or something like that, each and every frame.
Actually, we have the stats here. So in Davie, Hammer Hagee averages 198, and in Margate, normal pins 168. 30 pin difference. What do you think about that?
That shows you right there. You know, the numbers don't lie. You know, 198 and string pins, that's his average. Seems a little high. Comes over to, you know, this very reputable bowling alley, AMF Margate. Yeah. Toughest bowlers, South Florida. Barely can get a 168. Yeah, it shows. It really does show.
Right here, man.
Go ahead.
What do you think about Tony Turbo and his allegations against you and Nasty Nelly?
The allegations, oh man, they're brash. You know, he's a real brash guy, running around screaming at everybody, saying he's not invited when in fact he said it himself. He was part of the original ABA tournament last year. Barely could show up to that one. You know, said he was going to buy a ball. Everybody knows the story. Never got a ball. Still hasn't got a ball. Over a year. Doesn't go bowling. Hasn't gone bowling this week. I don't know what else to say. The guy is a bunch of hasn't done yet.
Hey, man, but he
Yeah.
said he kept asking you to bowl, and you guys kind of ghosted him. Is that true?
Yeah, I think that's false. You know, he seems really unreliable. Doesn't seem like he's going to do it anyhow. I mean, I feel like we could give him a ball, he wouldn't get there. So that's all I got to say. Anybody else?
Yo, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Hey, besides, well, let me look at this list real quick. My bad. I thought I had the question right. But y'all think he really going to catch the hammer, man? Or y'all going to just let him sit at number one? Because I don't see anybody here can catch the hammer. I mean, even Swinger, if the man could even stay healthy, I don't know, man. Come on, man. Be real with us. Be real. That's all we ask.
Yeah. Without a doubt, Mike the Hammer Higgy is number one. I said earlier, the numbers don't lie on that. He's a tough competitor. Well, we may have to revise the rules and regulations about these string pins. Who knows?
Yeah. That sounds like some bullshit.
Yeah. Thank you, audience member. It is some, BS. He is good though. He puts up some good numbers. A 168 average is competitive to say the least.
He's over there playing somewhere that has a string on it. I mean, come on, man. Y'all be shooting yourself in the foot letting them play there, man.
You're right. Definitely right about that. We're gonna have to step our game up. I don't know. Maybe we hold next week. We go on to Davy, see about these little string pins. Maybe we all get high averages.
True.
We'll see.
True.
Hey, go ahead.
There's been talks about some of you guys in this organization kind of feeling superior to others because you're in leagues. I don't know. Is that true?
I think it's the other way around. I think it's the minority of the group who aren't league bowlers. The majority of us are league bowlers.
Which ones aren't?
Swinger, who's second place, and another guy who hasn't even bowled yet. We talked about him earlier, Tony. And another guy supposed to be coming in, still waiting on his answer. Two putt. All three of those non-league bowlers. I say they're the minority because Tony and Two Putt still haven't bowled. I don't think there's any animosity between us, really. There's a little competition. League bowlers versus non-league bowlers. Sounds like there might be a little team tournament at the end of this. Maybe a one-day tournament. Team versus team. League bowlers versus non-league bowlers. We'll see. Then we'll really find out. Anybody else?
That'll be it.
Well, thank you for your time, audience and journalists and media members. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Give it up
Until
for
next
G.
time.
That was the key week 2 media pressure.
ABA. Better bring your game.